It's our fair part show. It's our fair part show. It's our fair part show. It's our fair part show.
Well, g'day there, podcaster. Liam here. No ailments, no business to flag, other than the fact that one person in this podcast isn't where the others are.
Well, should we not reveal
Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it.
until the end?
Yeah, I like that.
As
like
in
that
one
time.
person is not in the studio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's just say they're interstate.
Guess. You got to guess who it is.
Yeah.
It's like that time Jack did the bit where he was wearing the sunglasses.
Yeah,
whole
and
time.
I still, and then who ruined it?
Ben
Yeah.
came on and said, and Jack's wearing sunglasses.
Oh yeah, and I got mad.
Or the time one of
that's
us had that chewing gum that was like pre-workout. Remember that?
Oh yeah, who had the colloquially they're not this, but we
All the
said
time-
that they were cocaine chewies.
Yeah, the cocaine chewies. All the time I was in Ash Gardner's newsroom with the wireless mic.
Oh yeah, what room is Scudder in?
Just do that again.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a tangent. We might have covered this before in the past, but earlier days in radio, Liam and I did Who's Done a Poo? And one pre-show, one of us would go into a poo, and then the show would start, and you'd open the phone lines. People would guess who's the one that's done the
You
poo.
could only take 2 calls though.
Yeah, there was one call. They
Yeah,
got it
that's
wrong.
that's the gag.
Yeah,
Two.
and then that went on for about a week, and then the big finish was both of us had done poos.
Yeah, that was, we were like, how can we, up this? Why don't we
Extension, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
that's
you
it.
poo on command?
No one can do it.
No, if you say, let's
13,
do a
24,
bit,
10.
we'll both poo. How did you...
Oh, well, most of the time, breakfast radio, you have a, coffee or two. There'll be one cooking. But
I know for a fact you didn't drink coffee back then, so your body was just spitting one out regardless.
yeah, no one can
Disgusting.
poo on command, though. I mean, if that would be very impressive.
They texted
Actually-
each other the night before and said, hey, hold off.
Go on in the chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now let's not get bogged down into poo chat too much.
Bogged
Nice.
down.
Well done. Well done.
Bit of fun. But isn't it funny how sometimes when you go, if it's just a really inconvenient time and you can't do it, it sort of disappears? Have you ever
Well,
had that?
no,
Yeah.
I was reading an article about how people get anxiety, constipation on flights, and people think that it's
Yeah.
pressure changing, and they're like,
Oh.
I can't. But it's
There-
also if you don't move around a bit. Moving
Yeah.
helps digestion.
There's
Yeah.
also, this is related to that, there's also a scientific name for people who can't shit abroad, like when they're not at their own house.
Yeah.
It's called psychogenic fecal retention.
I'm
It's a
impressed
real
you knew
thing.
that, Scudder.
It's a real thing.
Now, I don't know if this is the right place to share, especially because I've not even got to Ben in the roll call yet. However, in Bali, I did my first enema.
Why?
Well, I had such lethal barley belly that I had to be so medicated that then it was the complete opposite problem and I couldn't go for 2 days. And I know, Belle, that's just an average week in a
Well,
Jackson
yeah, I was going to say,
household.
the 2 days that's fine.
Yeah, but I'm like clockwork. I'd missed 4 poos. And remember, I was binge drinking and eating because I was in Bali with 10 friends. So I was absolutely just in heinous pain, and I could my stomach was like a rock, and I was still eating ice cream from the Circle K servo at night after dinner. And then I got to day 3, and I was I had laxatives the night before, and I woke up and nothing had happened, and I was like, I'm in trouble here.
So did you enema or did you what are those ones, the little tablets that you put up and it comes out?
That's a
Oh,
suppository.
No.
Suppository,
Suppository.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
Did
it
you
was an
suppository or
enema.
So the hose.
Was it-
Yeah.
Did you buy a little bulb enema?
Is it,
Yeah,
is it a
it's just
hose?
I think you can get proper hosing clearing out thing, which I don't know if that's good for you, but there was a bit of a fad there for a while. But that
Yeah,
you can just get
colonics, they were called,
colonics. That's
yeah.
right. Yeah. No, you can just get little ones. It's like a paw lip balm, basically, about that size.
Yeah.
and
So it's a
then-
suppository.
No,
Okay, that's
because
a very big suppository if you're sticking a bulb.
Well, I don't know what's going on. You said you got one, but I don't know. How did it
Is
work?
it,
No,
is
but
it a
you're-
bulb
Dude.
enema? From
I-
sex shops?
What are you talking about?
I don't know what that
Oh,
No,
okay.
no, but it's
No,
it's
look,
a hose, right?
what it is
Prep?
it's like you know super glue. You know when you get super glues and they're really
Yeah.
tiny and they've got
Yeah.
the little nozzle on the end of it?
Yeah.
It was basically that, but it wasn't super glue. And if you got them confused,
You
you'd
were
be in big trouble.
WD-40ing your...
Yeah.
It's to get lubrication up there, right?
So you had a little thing that was like a super glue bottle. You popped that up your butt and you squirted it out. Is that what happened?
Yeah, and I had to say that I was like, because Sarah's like, a nurse, and she's like, get over yourself. Like, do you know how many of these I've had to do to people? And she's like, and I was like, how do you do it? And she's like, work it out. And I was like, but like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, she was like, just go into the
not
bathroom
hard.
and so I had squatted on that thing. Huck to And then,
Hang on.
so the first one, now I'm like, should I tell them or not? And now I'm really going to tell you everything.
Why
so,
did you just put it in with your hand? Why
wonder
did you
who-
just
So hang on, did you
squat
put like
it?
the base on the tile floor and you squat on it?
no.
Line the target
Yeah,
up.
did you? Yeah,
Well, I thought it was just, how they say, like, in other countries, how they don't have a toilet. It's just like a
just a
hole.
squat, yeah.
And they say because it's actually better because it
Yeah.
opens it up more.
Yeah.
So I was using that theory. And I thought it would just go in easier if I did it that way. And I must admit, so this is the thing. So I was in so much pain in my stomach because it was like Buscopan and all this just like random I wasn't even really reading the packets. I was just having these random barley drugs. I was like, cause some of my friends like had, oh yeah, my other friends were sick and they just had some of this and it was all good and I was like sick. So I didn't really understand what I was taking. So I may have, anyway. So I've done the one enema and the first one I was like really scared. I was like, what am I doing? I've a lot out but never in, and I was like, ugh. And then we had some movement, and then
How quick? Like how quick from enema to movement?
It feels like, ugh, but then the idea is that you try and
Seconds.
just hold
So
on.
within seconds.
You feel weird. You feel like you're gonna poo, yeah, for sure. But then you just like you try and hold it to like so it works its way and just sort of breaks up what's
Marinades
going
your
on.
insides.
Yeah, marinates it a little bit.
Well, yeah, it's got to wash around
And
a
yeah,
little bit.
Got to leave it in the
That's
fridge
it.
overnight.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's it. And so then I had a little bit of, and then I thought, well, that's good. That's got me about 20% there. So then quickly I was like, whatever. I'm a pro now. So I boom, squatted on another one. Boom, squatted on another one. And so I ended up doing 3 enemas, and I felt as light as a feather after that.
Wow.
And then I was like, I came out and I was like literally cheering. I'm like, I feel I'm better. I'm back. And then I just started drinking beers in the pool and it was all good again. Yeah.
Wow.
So
So
if you
you're
guys
here.
want to,
Yeah.
I'm here. Yep, I am here. And yeah, I didn't flag that ailment early doors that I was constipated for many a day.
I
on
mean,
my
you wouldn't have
barley
known from your Insta stories and stuff that you had barley belly.
Well, that's it. Instagram versus reality. And
So, yeah,
to be fair, I
reality,
think
you're doing 3 enemas.
I think I would have been pulled off Instagram if I had a photo of me putting an enema in. I think that's for a different platform.
I don't know. You could have got an enema sponsor.
Only enemas, only fans. Subscribe to my enema. Yeah. Anyway.
Subscribe to my.
Ben.
I am here. I have one order of business. You could call it a tidbit. I might just do it right now.
Maybe it's a tidbit.
It's that Belle is doing Wednesday, but she refused to do the question post on the Alpha Squad. If you haven't joined, search Bailey and Belle on Facebook.
Yeah, because I've
Alpha
got
Squad.
my page in front of me, and thank God Andy's left, and I could just finally start working through.
Well, I did a post because I thought the agreement was that we would always do a post, even if we are getting a backlog of questions, a bit like Liam's guts.
Always got to add to the mother list.
And maybe we'll do a question enema one day. We'll
That
just
would
do
be
as
good.
many as we can.
This will be a question enema episode.
But I did do a post, and I got a bunch of new questions, so I'll
Great,
endeavour.
well, you can run it then, Ben.
I'll run it. Yeah, fine.
I'm sure it'll
Far
be really
out.
Are we
swift
doing
as well.
the? I mean, I don't want to say his name 3 times, but are we playing the intro because he's in
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
Again,
yeah.
we hashed this out on Monday with the team member of the week with Eli, who voices it, that we can still play the intros. That
Yeah, I know,
have
but I
been-
remember we cut him from yesterday's.
Well, no, because you couldn't throw to him for his 3 words at the weekend.
Yeah, that's
so I
right.
cut him out of the intro.
You should just
Right.
cut him out of this one. See how it goes.
He's on the. It's a
So-
whole thing.
Instrumental.
Because there's so much enema chat, we are time poor,
Yes.
so why don't we smash through the roll call and then we'll jump into
Oh,
it.
yep.
Bell.
Present. My back is getting worse. I think I should go see someone, but no business.
Tina.
I've hurt my calf, but I'm here.
Scud up.
Yeah, actually, I have just some general soreness because I got a rowing machine at home.
Hey, hello,
Went for a little 5K whoosh, this morning.
Yeah, a bit of a
Virtual.
row. Love that. And Jack.
Present sore like bottom right gum, but dealing with it.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
With
just
a
nothing to Panadol.
tooth coming through, or
No.
Mate, you should what you should have is an enema. They think they'll-
Question is wet and square. Alpha squatters have their say. What will Tina eat today? Did Liam slay? Is Jack okay? And what game will Ben play? These quays are up. Post them online on Wet and Square. These quays are up. Post them online on Wet and Square.
All right, the first quay on Wednesday. This one, I guess, would be at the top of a lot of people's lists. Josh Cash has said, can we get the full Andy story? Where is he going? What job? Why? How did this happen? Who's the new person? Etc., etc., etc. Liam, do you want to field this one?
Yeah, Andy has got
Died.
a role as the media advisor for the Premier of South Australia, Peter Malinowskis, which is a very good job. It's a very serious job. I was actually talking to Andy just today, just to check in, see how he was going with his new job. He said he has to wear a suit now, and he probably can't bounce handballs inside, which we do. We kick a lot of balls in, like,
Right around
inside a glass
scooters.
office.
Mm.
We do,
Seems
right?
he's been sending the same text to everybody then, because that's the one I got a few days ago.
Me too.
Should we actually? Should we get the text up and see if he's done? Should we,
Copy-paste.
I know we're time poor, but do you just want to get your phone out?
Yeah,
Just
it
let us
said.
see.
Okay. So I've got from him.
Yeah.
He said, going to be so strange having an adult job where I can't throw a ball around the office and smack my head and swear at people, and I have to wear a suit now, but I think it's going to be fun.
No, well, look, he said for me, weird vibe for me, wearing a suit, and don't think I'll be able to chuck balls around the office or wave around an enchanted stick. So he did sort of...
Same joke, but he
Same joke,
rewrote it.
but he...
Oh, yeah, it's like subbed in one thing.
I am a copy paster. Like, if I'm texting friends and they're like, "How's your weekend?" and I have a thing to say, I'll just send it to... I'm not above that.
Big one for Andy as well was the yearning, the call back home to the motherland of
Yeah.
South Australia, doing long distance with his partner Kelsey. So
Yeah.
absolutely get that, understand it. Amazing opportunity for him, and so all the best to you, sir.
Yeah, and look, and we'll miss him, but there will be someone else coming in soon.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't know if we can
Well,
speak
that,
to that.
does go into Charlie Johnstone's question, who said, "Are you seeking a new EP currently?"
Chuck your resume in, Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie, go for it if you want to apply. James has said, "Why don't you do arcs anymore? Is it a budget thing?"
Well, kinda.
Little column, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's set like half budget, half direction. It's just sort of the slot we're doing at the moment. We sort of feel like it's like, maybe you sort of rusted on a little bit more listening to the breakfast show and you can follow things that happen over a few days, but we like to think it's more people in and out when they're driving home, so we just try and get everything boom, like done there in that 2-3 minutes. And it's very much like a different style, but we're sort of enjoying it a lot.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that we've hosted the arcs forever.
Yeah,
No.
you never know. They might come back. I mean, and we've done our fair share, to be honest with you.
Yes, and as a podcast listener, you probably have picked up on like 50% of, this show's, sounding a little bit different, but on air, on the radio, it's completely different time slot, completely different like vibe of the show now. The whole way we do the show, it's not a breakfast show anymore, but if you are a pod listener, yeah, you'd probably be like, oh, this is weird, like they've just stopped doing things. But for the time slot, like Liam said, it's very much, we're just available to everyone. You can tune in for 2 minutes and leave, and that's fine.
All right.
I might have even, in a more reserved sense, told that story about the enemas at some point. Maybe not.
What?
Yeah, you
No,
can't-
like on air, like I wouldn't necessarily come on and be like, "Hey, I did 3 enemas in the holidays. What did you guys do?"
I would have loved to put that
That'd
at
be great,
6:40, yeah.
Should have done that actually.
I got 3 more questions. I'll burn through them. Corey said, "Ben and Liam, when are you hosting your next comedy seminar?"
Okay.
Every single show, mate.
No, well, you could say that I have attended a few of the seminars now because I did do a nice Kylie joke last night, and there was a post in the Alpha Squad about that. I had another joke the other day that people liked.
Yeah.
What's your
My-
jokes per week now? Like, what's your
Oh
strike
no,
rate?
it's like one a month. But that's one more a month
and
than I was doing
Belle,
before.
I think you're actually ready to graduate from the beginner course and do the intermediate
my God,
comedy
really?
seminar.
And what do you have to?
Belle-
What's the jokes per month to get to being the host of the seminar?
Thousands.
Well,
Two per minute.
if you listen to the show, Ben and I are doing probably 2 jokes a minute, really, most of the time. That's
pretty good.
And that's on a slow day. But yeah, Belle, I agree with Ben, and you've been working really hard, and I did actually find that Kylie joke really funny yesterday. So you will be getting a stripe on your white belt. And of course, we know, I think it's 3 stripes and a white belt, and then you get to yellow, and then it's like brown and some other stuff and reds in there somewhere, and you go all the way up to black. But yeah, so yeah, you're a while off, but you've got it. That's good. That's still good. That's progress. You're moving in the right direction.
2 more questions. Nathan Jander, who said, would love an update. What time is everyone getting into the office each day? Because there was a lot of talk about that when we first started this time slot, was what time do we start? For me, Liam and Belle, we've settled on around 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Depends on what's on for the day. You might get in at 2:30. If it's really busy, you might get in at 2.
Although I've been haranguing, coming in early this week while we don't have another producer, and just haranguing everyone in the office, and Tina and being really annoying and saying, right, have you done this? Have you done that? Right, who's doing this? I'm going to do this. And then,
I come in and go, Belle, what needs to be done? Have you done that, Belle?
Yeah, and then Liam comes in.
I come in and go, what's happening? Where am I?
Tina, what time do you get in?
1 o'clock.
Scudder?
Give or take.
12:30.
Jack?
Split the diff, usually about 1:45.
God bless you.
Yeah.
And then last one was from Peter, who said, now that Andy, God bless him, has left, who's the backup panel operator in the extremely unlikely event that Ben has a sickie?
Yes, I've been stressing about this.
I think that we've got to get Belle trained up for the panel. I think
We
it
do.
falls on you.
And also because I was thinking, oh gosh, if you're away, then who is going to do it? But also if we were to do a broadcast from somewhere, and also if we had a pre-recorded show last time, then I was here to man the fort. But then I was like, well, who's going to do that? It's just I've been stressing.
She stresses too much. And this is the thing. And I would love to put my hand up and say, yes, after the nigh on a decade doing a show together, I will put my hand up and say it's my turn to learn the buttons. However, I'm marking Belle's comedy work throughout each show, and I've had my hands full. So I'm making notes for the seminar, okay, reminder.
Liam's no, Liam, bless, but your non-ability to multitask, even down to if you're typing a word, you can't even listen to anything that's being said around you. You on the panel, it would be dire.
I did say, I was like, I need to get a tech to do something. Oh no, I can't. I can't say that because it might ruin something.
A bit of panel advice for you, Belle. If you stop doing your famous impression and you start paying more attention, you might learn a few things.
Yeah, and And look, if you're tuning in and you don't know what Belle's famous impression is, well, that's probably a good thing. Now, I'm not going to repeat it again, but I'm sure people in the Ben Liam Bell Alpha Squad might fill you in, and I'm sure there's some footage that will surface on Daily Mail at some point.
Oh my god!
I reckon we'll leave it there. Thank you very much. Tomorrow is, of course, going to be Thursday, which is topic tennis.
Yeah.
We just thought we better say who was the one that wasn't in the room. It was Liam.
And who would have known?
Cool.
All right, bye.